If you love making money and want to win,
Just cash.
if you love making money and want to win,
Just cash.
we just chillin' and we vibing with our friends.
Just cash.
And if anything in doubt, we pass. Rookies all hate us cause we play the just cash. I put my money in a strong position. They try to tell me I can't win, it's just a stupid superstition. Cause when I focus, you will notice that I'm winning. We demolish every bookie, there ain't no competition. Now listen, I would never give you shitty picks and do you wrong. Come and join the Discord, tell these bets and hit the bone. Cooking up a parlay super under center song. We be really winning, this ain't just to make another song. So if you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash.
we coming in and we taking all the money.
Just cash.
They can't do nothing to stop us.
Just cash.
Hey, fuck these bookies, man.
Just cash.
They wanna limit me cause I win. Label me the enemy cause all I do is win. Just give us a try, this is where it all begins. I'm not gonna lie, all I know how to do is just win. If you love making money and wanna win,
Just
they wanna
cash.
limit me cause I win.
Just cash.
If you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash. Just cash.
Just cash.
love making money and wanna win.
Just cash.
We just chillin' and we vibing with our friends.
Just cash.
And if anything in doubt, we pass. Rookies all hate us cause we play the just cash. Love making money and wanna win.
Just cash.
We just chillin' and we vibing with our friends.
Just cash.
And if anything in doubt, we pass. Rookies all hate us cause we play the just cash.
Hey, hold up. Fuck, I lost too much money on that shit.
Just cash.
Yo, yo.
Hey.
What's going? What's good? What's good? Welcome back, fam. It is time. You already know it's just cash, but what? Welcome, one and all. And as always, joined by the big underrated. What's good, man? How are you?
Hello, I am great. We are 5 straight wins on video plays. Is that correct? Is that 5-0 run that we put there on the title correct?
That is. If you guys were able to tap in with us, we are going on quite a little heater here, man. I love it. But yeah, all that free content out here for you guys. You know, we're posting up the videos when we see the value the night before. And some of our plays, man, they've been cashing before half. So sweat free. But if you guys appreciate what you've been able to get here, make sure you hit that like button down below. We appreciate every single one of y'all hanging out with us. Turn on those noties, hit that sub button if you haven't already. And also check out, still running 7-day free trial, no commitment. You come in, check out the Discord. Got that in the links down below. Check out the old WAP site, WAP. And come tap in with us, win some cash, and say what's up. All right, well, man, it's been a good start to the season. Up 6 units already. Yesterday went fantastic for us. Only blemish was Big Axel, unfortunately. Couldn't get there in overtime, but still had the volume, still had the minutes, and hopefully next game we'll get his lines a little bit lower. But the other two plays, Mikael Brown, absolute rock star, carried them to a win. And Christian Anderson with 11 or 12 assists, really put in some work with the RA, but just got us over the line. So love it, man. And we also had some plays posted individually in the Discord. So again, make sure you guys check that out. And I think without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about some college basketball today. We don't have anything officially we're going to put on the list. Slate is a little bit more kind of mild. But we do have some strong leans and a couple plays that we'll talk about. I'm sure we'll get some questions. If you guys got any questions, comments, make sure and throw them down below and we'll get to them. We'll talk about some plays at least on the radar, good, reasonable spots, and see what we can find. And then tomorrow we got a massive game. Purdue heading out to Alabama. Saw that they dropped props for that right before we hopped on as well. So we'll touch on that. And tomorrow, the rest of the week, again, it's going to be really solid for us. So make sure you guys are around for that. Again, check out the Discord, and we'll keep this action going.
Oh, yeah. Macho Man Randy Savage.
All right. So first strong lean that we had for today was going to be Big Will I Am. I'm not even Humberdoot, something like that. But power forward for Seattle and one of their, honestly, true leaders of the team. First 2 games, they keeping it close. I mean, 2 competitive games, so you'd love to see that. Played 34 and 28 minutes. He did pick up 4 fouls in the first game. Most of them were in the second half, but in this most recent game, he was well on track for another 34, 35 minutes. He ended up fouling out of the game at the end. And I think he picked up 2 fouls in the first half, so the coach kind of had to stagger his minutes. But I will say, coach was still playing him with the fouls, so love to see players with that potential, or at least that good rapport with their own coaches. But, this guy was just checking a lot of boxes for us. Another good matchup. The metrics look pretty solid, allowing a lot of points, a lot of assists as well. And in the first 2 games, I mean, dude's doing a lot of damage and just straight up points. I mean, we've got 24 and 20 real points scored. Nice mixed bag shooter too, which we love to target. Takes it from take his attempts from 3 from the field and gets to the line as well. So love to see that. They're coming off of a really upsetting home loss. They ended up losing to a buzzer beater, and again with him fouling out at the end of the game, they couldn't go to him. So I'm looking for some redemption here. I mean, I love the field goal volume. 13, 14 attempts looks great. Usage rating was right where it should be for him. I think right around that 30% marker. And I mean, honestly, only red flag here is just the foul concerns, but I love this play. I love the usage rating. Also want to shout out his fantasy was just a touch low as well. But you can get him on Underdog and Hot Streak, and I think he's on Dabble as well. You'd have to confirm that for me, but to shop around. For whatever reason, I don't know why Prizepicks is holding out on the PRA lines for that game. They have the points, they have his fantasy, but no PRA. So that's kind of weird. Unfortunate there, to be honest, but you can find it on a couple other sites. So shop around. And then want to shout out his wingman here. I mean, these 2 are basically the entire team, but Braden also just a true scorer. They set both of their lines at 22.5 PRA. Braden obviously has a little bit less RA upside, but still a little bit more 3-point upside overall. So I like both of these. I mean, personally, if you want to do a half unit on each of them, I get that. But they are the studs of the team. And looking at the spread total and all that good stuff, 8.5 point spread, 149.5 total. So could be a little bit better, but competitive game here. Love to see that, and at home for them for a bounce back spot. So big Will.i.am, 22.5 PRA.
Yay! And he is on Dabble.
Is he? Okay, cool.
He's everywhere. Big Will is everywhere. After he lost to Humboldt State, they still put him on the board.
Nice. So, I mean, and realistically, he came up a little bit short on the RA this last game, but still was very solid with the scoring production. So looking for him to, again, pick up that field goal volume just a touch more. Personally, I'm looking for about 34, 33 minutes tonight, somewhere in that 13 to 14 attempts range. And then, keep the 1 or 2 trips to the free throw line should be adequate enough. But I like him, man. This is a great matchup, great bounce back spot for him. And real fast, just because, I mean, I definitely went down the old rabbit hole trying to find some good digs for this. But looking at the first 3 games their opponent played, Eastern Washington. Game 1, Tyler B went for 19-16-1. Xavier Brooks went for 14-7-3. And these are all the forwards. So a lot of production coming from the inside paint area. But game 2, we had a 10-11-2. And another player went 10-12-3. So a lot of rebound potential here, which I like. And then game 3, which was, and these are all kind of mid-level schools that they kept the games competitive. But we got Sebastian Rannick went 24-4, and then Bang Doc Dak went 8-9-3. So there's a lot of potential there. And I mean, some of these guys aren't even high volume shooters too. So I like the volume, like the production. Everything's looking good. Just keep the hands to himself and we'll be good to go.
Let's go, Big Will.
Big Will.i.am. All right, let's talk about another player. We got Cade Tyson at 22.5 PRA as well. Man, I swear that's like the sweet spot for us. 22.5, 21.5 PRA. Love it. But But same thing here. He is a small forward, so plays a little bit around, the perimeter mostly. He's basically the 1A and 1B of their 3-point shooting. So great spot for 3-point upside. The rebounding might be a little bit tougher from him, but the assist upside is definitely going to be there. And then the points allowed has been pretty solid. But looking at their opponent, Missouri, they have allowed a lot of production to wing players right now. Game 1, they had Bryce Harris drop 27, 4 and 4. Alex Cotton went 21 and 1. Game 2, we got Luke A went 24 and 2. Braxton went 26 and 2. And they also had their bench player come in and play like 15 minutes, and he went 13, 2 and 1. The only game they really had a true blowout was their game 3. They ended up winning by 40. So coach actually sat the starters a little bit earlier, but their opponent still had a player guard, their lead guard. He went 15, 1 and 0. So they're giving up a lot of production to any kind of high volume shooters. So I love that. Honestly, Cade's going to be the leader of this team for the most part. The only concern would be, maybe if they throw a couple doubles at him. But honestly, Minnesota, they have enough players around him so that he can spread the ball a little bit more. It doesn't have to, be a super high volume shooter. But for his, argument's sake, we haven't really seen Minnesota play in a competitive game yet this season. So, first game they won 95-50, and then, the first game was 87-60, and the most recent game was 95-50. So, still 29 minutes. Love to see that 30% usage rating, and then a little less, obviously, with the blowout. He didn't have to do quite as much, but 11 free throw attempts looks really solid as far as, just a baseline to get to the basket. Guy loves to yam it too. Not shy about doing that, but I like the volume here, honestly, and not any kind of a foul concern. Only 2 fouls in both games so far, but we do have a little bit more in-depth data on him, albeit with a different team. But in his freshman and junior or freshman and sophomore season, we saw a lot of production coming from him. Most recently, 2023, he had a 16-6 and, one stat line just as base. He was hurt last year, kind of got moved around through the portal and ended up landing here for Minnesota. But, Minnesota is basically on a complete rebuild, so he is going to be, at least right now, their guy. And, yeah, honestly, man, love the spot for him. Another player, too, again, with not seeing a competitive game, we don't know what his actual floor could look like with 30-plus minutes. I know, he played 29 minutes, but he still had a hell of a game. 21, 6, and 1 is, nothing to slouch at. But seeing this guy play 34 minutes, we could be easily looking at, a baseline of 22, 4, and 2, something like that. So, personally, the fact that this guy can even just put up 20 points on a pretty consistent basis, I like to see that. The RA could be a little bit more consistent there, but just overall from what I'm seeing here, I like to push the pedal a little bit more in this competitive environment. So, Big Cade Tyson's going to be our next play, our next lean for today.
Anyone named Tyson is cool. Unless he's fighting Jake Paul. And that was sad times. Q-Donkey's here.
Last little bit on that as well. Missouri is 6.5-point favorites, and it's a 157.5 total. So a little bit higher on the total, a little bit closer to the spread. Pause. Gotta like it though.
Closer to the spread. Pause. All right, that works. Kevin's here.
Hey, what's up, man? What's up, Q-Donkey? Welcome.
Q-Donkey, you already know he's gonna have a play for you.
Oh yeah.
He says the one that you and Coach are talking about. Yeah, Big Neo.
Oh yeah, Big Neo. Yeah, so let's move to that game. Actually, was it Vautech and who are they hosting? Keep forgetting this other team. St. Joseph. So 12.5-point spread in favor of Vautech, 158.5 total. Like the total spread, pretty reasonable. Both of these guys, I say both of these guys, but Neo and his wingman, Big Hansberry. Let's talk about these two guys because they've had a hell of a start to the season. So Neo, obviously, really highly touted freshman coming in this year. Big fella, he's 6'9", 215. looked really, really good in this first game. Looked really, really bad in the most recent game. Looked great. First game was kind of bad. Obviously going 3 from 13 from the field, not going to translate to a whole lot of production, but very, very good bounce back game here. 23 field goal attempts. Honestly, that's going to be a touch high for just a normal game for him. So I do like to see it. Obviously, went into overtime and down to the wire. He ended up putting up a lot of volume there. But, realistically, somewhere in the 15, 18 field goal attempt range, I think is totally in his wheelhouse. But he's a player that just does it all. I mean, mixed bag shooter, takes a pretty healthy volume from 3, can get to the free throw line a couple times a game. But the RA upside, I think, is something really interesting for him today. Personally, I don't mind the fantasy. I think the fantasy is totally fine. I mean, even in the first game, he had a terrible game and still put up a 28 fantasy line. So that looks fantastic. Double stocks or multiple stocks in each game so far looks really nice. Again, the field goal volume probably going to level out. It's a little scary going back to a player coming off of a really, really good game. A 30 bomb is nothing to sneeze at in college level. But I like the production. I mean, honestly, I can see this guy easily going for 35, 36 fantasy, no problem. I don't remember what his fantasy was at. 31 and a half. Yeah, so 31 and a half, not bad. Wish it was 30 and a half, to be honest, but I could live with the 31 and a half. Now, the only thing with that being said is his fellow center here, who's been having a hell of a start to the season so far as well. We got Monty Hansberry coming in, and he did clear this line before overtime, so just for clarity, but his lines were at 22.5 PRA and 12.5 points. I think the PRA might have bumped up to 23.5 by now, but the points were still at 12.5 on a lot of sites. Just, same thing for him. A little less volume potential from 3, but getting to the free throw line, and bro, this dude's volume is crazy right now. Just on a baseline, if we're talking 14 field goal attempts a game, even if we back it down just a little bit, 13 field goal attempts a game. The fact that his points are only at 12.5 is very, very appealing. I like the usage rating. Give me that mid to high 20s, even 30%. He's definitely going to get there. But saw him really do his thing this last game. Again, he cleared his normal lines before regulation. They did go to overtime, but yeah, this guy's being productive. So I like both of them. Honestly, I was going to say these are going to be 2 other pretty good leans for today. Do need the game to stay competitive, but yeah, honestly, man, right there with you.
Yeah, they look good, right?
They do. If I really had to pick, because the 27.5 PRA is, kind of on up there, but if I had to pick between that or the fantasy, I think he can keep the turnovers well enough in check to still carry the potential load for the blocks and the steals. And then the RA upside is definitely nice. You like to see the assist at 1.5 adds up. So if I had to pick between the 2, I think the 31.5 fantasy for him, and then Hansberry. Let's see, do they even have his lines up here? 23.5. It sucks that they ended up bumping him, but man, 12.5 points.
Yeah.
If I had a strong clean, this would definitely be one of them.
Yeah, man. Why not? We know Neo's the man and all, and he's going to be fun to watch, but inconsistent 8 to 33. That's a little scary.
Yeah.
Little bit scary.
Yeah, no, 100%. And with him obviously being a freshman, there's a lot of data that we don't have on him right now. But the team as a whole is pretty, tight for their usage they have. It's going to be Neo, it's going to be Hansberry, and then the rest of them. You can kind of put Bedford and Toby neck and neck for usage, and then this guy, who's the other one? Johnson. This dude's kind of a do nothing. He played a lot of minutes his last game, but you can see his field goal volume, only 5 and 7 attempts. So very, very low usage, almost single digit usage. So, you essentially have 4 starters out there that are only going to take any kind of shot volume at all. And even Toby, he's not like a super high volume shooter. You look at him last year, on a good day, this guy was taking double digit field goal attempts. So not really a whole lot I think to take away from that, probably stays in the low 20s, something like that. But there should be a clear 1A and 1B for this team, at all times. And just which of the two are going to get there. But, Neo and Hansberry, I think, totally fine today.
Now, I will say we do want to throw out there that game when he went crazy, that was double overtime. Did you say?
No, it was just a single overtime.
Just single. Oh, wow. They went 21-15 in an overtime period.
Yeah.
That's crazy. They were not missing. Okay. So overtime, you do have to throw in there when you're looking at those lines, obviously. So that's where the 12.5 gets a little scarier. Why only 21 minutes there in that game? In that first game?
Because they ended up blowing them out. Yeah.
Okay.
They were blowing them out. And then I want to say, looking back at it, he picked up like back-to-back fouls in the second half, and coach just kind of benched him, and then they started blowing him out even more. So he kind of, brought him back in a little bit later, and then he obviously sat all of the starters early. I mean, even Neo stayed out there longer than he should have.
Neo's cool though, because like you were saying, he is the highly touted freshman. He's for sure gonna have the ball. Is he their point guard now? I mean, I see the assists are all over the place. I know he had 9. Was it in the last game he had 9 assists?
First game. He had 6 last game.
Okay, so what's up within the exhibition game I was looking at? Toby had 3 assists and Neo only had 1. Did you see that? That was just kind of weird.
Yeah, I mean, Toby's kind of annoying with that sometimes, to be honest, because he a lot of like drive-in kickouts, but normally he's not really going to be a playmaker at all. I mean, he's more of just a rebounder and then pass it off to the guard kind of guy. Neo's pretty much their, he's going to be their guy. I mean, he's running the offense, even if he's not like you want to consider him a point guard. I mean, he's definitely bringing the ball up, and they run the offense through him.
Okay. And his PRA is what? 25 or something?
27.5.
Oh, it's pretty high. Okay. And Q Donkey liked his PA. And what was his PA, just for fun?
Let's see. It was 23.5. Sorry.
23.5 PA. Okay. He sounds like a fun player to watch.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Okay, I'm gonna check him out today. I don't know if I'm gonna put money. I might put a little bit just for fun, but yeah, hard to go with a guy who scores 8 and 33.
Yeah. Again, man. I mean, I think just put a blanket on it, if you will. Hopefully he doesn't turn the ball over a lot, which, I mean, he hasn't so far at least. And Providence was one of our favorite turnover teams last year. So pretty impressive. He only had 2. And, again, multiple stocks a game. Plus, we've seen the assist upside. I mean, 6 and 9 assists is no slouch.
No, you have a point there. It does look like the fantasy must be the best value for him. What about steals? He get steals?
Yeah, he had 1 steal in this most recent game, 1 steal, 1 block, and then 2 blocks in the first game.
All right, and his turnovers aren't bad, and his assists are going to kick that fantasy up, so makes sense. It's just a little on the high side in general. I'm just stuck on the Mikael Brown value. Oh my gosh, that was just too good. End of rise. I want those. I want that. But I feel it. He looks cool. Q Donkey calls him a Kmart Luka.
Yeah. Hey, he's going to be really good in this league. I don't know if he's going to stay past the freshman year, but
probably
if he
not.
does,
probably not.
Yeah, I mean, probably not.
If people like Casper go straight pro.
But I mean, the interesting thing about this year too is the class is so stacked. Yeah. I strongly think that there's going to be some guys at the end of the season who had it maybe in their head all year. Okay, I'm gonna go pro. I'm gonna get drafted X, Y, and Z. And there might be a situation at the end of the year where it's like, at best, with this stacked draft class, you might be a second round pick. And if you hold out and you pass and pass up on all this opportunity to be the man somewhere else, and you go to the draft and you don't get drafted in their first round, like some of these guys might be really rethinking life in that moment.
Yeah, no, it's true. There's a lot of good freshmen. That's why it's so fun.
A lot.
I haven't even got to watch this guy yet. I can't wait. I'm gonna watch him today. Two interesting games. I mean, this one's probably the most fun, but I know we got money on the other two.
Oh yeah. All right, well, let's talk about one other lean here. Big Meech, Meechy Johnson, man. I knew he was going to have a bounce back game after that first one when he came up just a little bit shy on the scoring. So he struggled, but volume was very much still there. 13, 19 field goal attempts, insane usage. God, I love a player over 30%, 31, 44% usage rating. Like, that's wild. Competitive games, he is going to be the man. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. 14 three-point attempts is insane for a college level, but a great mixed bag shooter. I mean, we're talking free throws consistently, three-point consistency, and then just overall volume. Plus, he's still one of their primary playmakers, too. They like to do a lot of off-ball stuff, so, they'll run a screen, he'll dump it to a big, and then go back to the three-point line and just really pick apart a lot of defenses. It's been fun watching him the first few games, and I'm kind of surprised they're still leaving his 3 points at 1.5 on a few sites. The odds are probably terrible now at this point, but the volume looks great. I don't know why Prizepicks doesn't have his PRA, but I was trying to find that. What is this? It's definitely not 14.5.
Alt.
It's got to be. Yeah, it's not even. Maybe he doesn't have a PRA line at all today, which is kind of surprising. That's super weird, man. Is it just points and rebounds and assists? That's it? Well, I mean, I will say his fantasy is very appealing. I hate that he does have a little bit of turnover risk. I mean, we saw 5 turnovers in this competitive game, the most recent one. So there is a little bit kind of, I don't really want to play that. But if we can get his PA line, I would love that PRA especially. But yeah, honestly, don't mind him. Fantasy would, I guess, have to be the play. Can you look real fast and see, is he on Dabble?
Big Meech. Let's look. Big Meech. Let's see. And you wanted his PRA?
Yeah, or PA, or anything that has something with it.
Gotcha. No PRA. They have selective players. They got him at 17 flat points. Let's see. PR. I don't see Big Meech. Nope.
No? Okay. I figured as much. I mean, it seemed like they were being kind of taboo with him today anyways. And he's already bumped up a few times. So if his fantasy gets there, wouldn't be surprised, but would love to get a PRA line personally.
That's weird they're not giving it to us, huh?
Yeah, I mean, and same thing with, Will and Braden. I don't know why we don't have any other lines for them. It's just points, rebounds, and then they randomly have the fantasy and stuff up here, which he actually bumped to.
Q Donkey says NBA is going to need an expansion soon.
Oh, bro. Yeah, preach, man. I mean, hell, we just saw it with WNBA. I don't know if you're caught up on this too, but Nneka Ogwumike and Alyssa Thomas and a couple other players, they're already signing with like a B league in Saudi, and they're planning on playing over there for a little bit.
Dope. Fuck you, WNBA.
I mean, hey, players are going to go where they get paid. So all this expansion and stuff and X, Y, and Z, as a bettor and a prop hunter, I am game for. Please give me as many leagues, as much shit as we have as possible.
Mm-hmm. That'd be dope.
I'm all for that. All for it. Oh, see, Neo already bumped up here. Hopefully you guys got it.
Neo's the man. Let's see, Big Neo. Let's see what he does today.
He's pretty damn good. He is pretty good.
Yeah, he's not afraid to chuck.
Oh, let's see. So we'll talk about the Bama game here in just a minute. This Indiana game would be nice if the spread wasn't just absolutely outrageous. Obviously, Tucker DeVry, they bumped him way up from last game. And Wilkerson too. I mean, both these guys got bumped up. If it wasn't such a massive spread, and they not projected to be such favorites in a closer environment, I would consider this. But man, I can't do that. Can't do it. Got to pass.
Yeah.
Oh, and then last night, man, I told you Hussein was going to bump down. 17.5 was crazy. But I will say, on the two red flags with him, because this guy is definitely going to have a game soon. The two biggest red flags I had with him was one, the minutes. Coach is like, I'm going to leave you out there in a 20-something point blowout no matter what. So this dude is playing hella minutes, 37, 39 minutes.
What the heck?
And this is a lot. This is a lot of field goal volume, a lot of volume. He just hasn't had a game yet, but
is coach leaving them out there, all the starters out there, or just him?
That's a good question. I know Sharp definitely saw reduced minutes. That was one player for sure. He'll kind of play in the lower, mid 20s.
Their defense is so good. If a team scores over 60, they did great against them.
Yeah, I mean, the defense is exactly the same as last year, just limiting overall scoring, across the board, and also limiting rebounds too. That was something they were great about last year. But yeah, this dude's just playing an unhinged amount of minutes right now. So only red flag with that. And then again, with the field goal volume, this guy is going to have a game soon, like very soon. But is it going to be this game? I don't know. His PRA also was at 28.5, which felt a touch high. But yeah, we'll keep an eye out on that, because this is something I can totally see, Houston coming out and spanking them tonight. And then this finally being a game that maybe coach sits him a little bit early. Books kind of overreact to his lines, move him down to, say 25.5, 24.5 PRA. Bro's going to have a game. It's going to happen soon.
Okay. Who's Houston playing now? Oh, God. Never mind. 30 points.
Dookie State.
Yeah, the 3 in a row for them, huh? Just murder. Okay.
Yeah. And then, also, with the defense we were talking about, slow pace and all that, 138.5 total, which for them is honestly kind of high.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's funny. Okay. I see Gillespie's going to have a game today against North Florida. The spread's only 41.5.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, that's going to be something interesting, to say the least.
Man, these unders, super unders, as we used to call them, could be good in those blowout type games. Phylon, 17.5 now. Wow.
Yeah, they made a few adjustments for this game already. Don't know if I have the courage to go back to Phylon again. We'll see what his PRA opens at, because I don't think they're still holding out on the Alabama players. But TKR, need to see if he's going to play, but this is definitely a player that's going to have a lot of interest in. I mean, I'm pretty sure he gave Bama the business last year. Let's see. Let me check it out. But they're going to need him. He ended up being a late scratch for the first game. Oh, yeah. He whooped that ass against Bama last year. I think he got hurt in this game, or he got in a massive foul trouble. I don't remember. But I remember he pissed us off for this game because he went out early. But he definitely got redemption in the second game. So Bama playing at a massive pace, not really playing a whole lot of defense, as you can see here. Also still struggling against specifically the power forward and center position. They were drawing a lot of fouls against Bama in these last couple of games. So I love it if he suits up. Honestly, I could see him going easily for 32, 33 PRA, no problem. A lot of it's going to come from the scoring upside. You can see here he had 26 of the 38 PRA in just points. So we'll keep an eye out for that. They had his points at 18.5 earlier, which I might hop on FanDuel and straight bet this, but if he plays, he should be 100%. They more or less just were able to keep him out this last 2 games because they were projected to be massive favorites. So, I mean, technically they didn't really need him, but they will most certainly need him for this game.
Yep. I'm going to be cheering for your team, Alabama.
Oh, yeah. Alabama. We're going to bring it home here. Show it's going to be tough sledding for Purdue, man. I mean, I know they like to play really, really well at the house, but we saw them struggle a little bit last year on the road. So we'll see if that continues.
Wow, Tucker DeVries went up to 19.5 points.
Yeah, bro. His lines are so high. I mean,
what did we bet
honestly,
him last game, bro? Wasn't he at 14.5?
Yeah, 14.5 and 20 or 21.5.
So you see that where it says 5-0 run on our title here for our video stream. All these guys, man, they were almost all of them were just way too low. Now they might overcorrect here. I mean,
oh yeah, I mean, we saw that with Yaxel yesterday. You know, he kind of hit the board and then immediately they started adjusting his lines and overcorrected a little bit.
Yeah. Might have to try to find some unders today. All unders. Those will probably smash.
Oh yeah. I think that is about it for today, man. Unless you got anything else for us?
Nope, not really. Today's kind of a chill day. I know tomorrow is that one game. What else is tomorrow? Is there any other great games tomorrow, or are we kind of chilling tomorrow too? I know yesterday was awesome. Does tomorrow have anything else besides that one? Not really, huh?
We'll get props for this California-Kansas game for sure. This one's going to be interesting. This got a big Pippin in it.
Mm-hmm. He's been doing you guys well, Paul. So.
Oh man, he's been nice, man. Honestly, his lines are probably hella inflated, but I think he actually came up short this last game because they blew the team out and coached out the starters just early enough. So maybe, fingers crossed, we'll get that PRA at 24, 25.5 again. But Kansas also a couple sneaky players on there, so we'll keep an eye out for that. And then our Pittsburgh guys, we'll get props for this game too. It's supposed to be a close one, but I don't like that total. That kind of sucks.
Mm-mm. Good for an under though.
So, hey, you're not wrong there.
Gonna have to
tomorrow.
Looking for those. That's under time. It's under season.
Yeah,
it's coming.
100%.
Okay. So we're chilling.
The rest of the week is going to be a little bit busier, so definitely hang tight for that. This weekend, I believe, is going to be really busy for us.
Friday must be crazy, right? How about Friday? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm just like 2 days in a row with nothing much. There's got to be crazy games coming up. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I bet is the Looney Tunes.
Let's look real fast. So Friday, let's see, we got Michigan TCU, it's a blowout. Gonzaga, Arizona State. I think Arizona State's being a little underrepresented right now. Battle of NC. Ooh, that might be good. What else?
I guess
there was
you know what it is, bro? It's 2 weeks, I think. Is that how it works? It's 2 weeks of just half poo-poo games. And then we get into all the smashes. That one was amazing, though. What was that? BYU and Connecticut?
UConn, yeah. That'll be a good game. Let's see what else. Georgetown, Clemson. That'll be one. There was a few in here. We'll probably get something from this Penn State LaSalle.
Not as many as I was thinking, though. Okay, so they're just giving us warm-ups for a couple weeks still. All right.
Yeah, looks like Nebraska, Oklahoma. That'll be a good one. Yeah, well, next week should be a lot better. Yeah. As you said, a lot of these coaches are just trying to get their free wins for their home games. But as soon as the major teams start traveling, that's when the real games happen.
Yep, I think it's that 2 week thing they do.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. We are going to skedaddle. It's getting to the top of the hour. I think tip off is in an hour. Yep. So no early locks today, but we will keep an eye out. If there's any other news, we'll let you guys know. Make sure to hit that like button on the way out if you haven't already. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us as always. Good luck tonight. We'll catch y'all in the Discord. Peace.